What's going on, guys? And today I'm going to be talking about why clean dieting and cheat meals fail oftentimes, and what are some alternatives that might better render you results. So clean dieting and cheat meals typically follow like a typical outline of 6 days eating clean, 1 day cheat meal. So you'll eat six. You'll typically train 6 days, and then on your Sunday or whatever day you have off, you'll just relax and cheat and not even exercise. So why this isn't effective? So typically when you're eating in a certain pattern or you're eating certain foods, your brain develops signals that regulate the hormone ghrelin, which signals to your stomach or from your stomach to your brain to ingest food. And when you ingest foods that are typically less nutritious, you signal for more ghrelin because you need those nutrients. And your brain thinks that, well, I'm just getting, whatever it is that isn't being digested, insoluble fiber or whatever, and it'll signal to your brain to eat more. So clean dieting and cheat meals will fail because a lot of the times the ghrelin will get thrown out of whack, and it doesn't develop a very, clear-cut routine of eating at a certain time and eating certain foods that aren't going to elicit a certain response. And also, you get dragged in. So, like, if you have strict food rules, it often leads to binge eating. And clean dieting, you'll even binge eat the clean foods, and you'll be in a caloric surplus and gain weight. Whereas if you have flexible dieting, where you have a certain amount of calories that you try to reach every single day with set out macros, fiber, protein intake, then you can typically eat whatever you want so long as it meets that outline. And it allows a lot more room and freedom for your mind because there's no strict rules, and it doesn't give you the clamp down other than the certain set amount of calories, which you can adjust based on your exercise and your energy output. So ideally, you want to have a diet that matches your energy output. And a lot of the times, the clean diet and the cheat meal doesn't really match up. And there's an energy excess or an energy deficit. And you try to compensate by binge eating on all those healthy foods, and you end up gaining weight. So that's pretty much why. And there's other reasons too, like insulin and all that stuff. It gets thrown out of whack one time, and then it really doesn't regulate for the next several meals until you get that glycemic index low. So remember, guys, I would suggest flexible dieting if I had to pick a diet for anybody that isn't familiar or regimented into a strict diet already. I would recommend flexible dieting, so you meet your calories, you track your calories, and you have to exactly track your calories. Not, you don't count the mayonnaise or you don't count the cream in your coffee. You have to count everything, and you have to measure everything in order to know what you're actually putting in your body. And if you haven't done this and you think you're in a caloric deficit, you aren't. So pretty much you have to count. There's no other way. But that's pretty much my perspective on why clean dieting and cheat meals fail. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the other episodes. There are plenty, and subscribe on Spotify. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace.